25. Nothing wrong with that time. They've settled into the job here nicely. Pauline Boulet. Obviously, she can still work the wizardry magic on the woolly monsters here as she's bounced into the bend, second in line. Jackie Parker goes in now. Laura Bradley. Jules Angus Bernie's down the belly in the first off leg for her. Sarah Higgins says, don't count me out. I'm coming up over the top right behind Emily Welsh, followed by Pauline Boulet. They can't muck around, Norm. These women need to keep pumping because there's some beautiful inky pinky sheep. It's a straight out final, so we're only seeing the inside points. And believe it or not, there's a goose egg on the first one. All very low scoring at the moment, which is very renowned for our lady shearers. They seem to stick with those low inside points, and hopefully the sheep is kind to them, and when they come around to the outside, they've taken all the wool off.
All the wool's coming off, all right, John, no doubt about that. These girls, very, very tidy shearers, that is. Way through the long blow for Laura Bradley. Sweeping into the base of the ear and turning for home. Cheek comes off, sheep number 2 on the board for all these girls. And she's down onto the last front shoulder, but Emily Welsh, been there and done that already. She's over the tail, another couple of shots, and she'll be looking for sheep number 3. It is number 2 out of the hole. Sarah Higgins just coming back at them as well. She's in and out with sheep number 2. So Sarah Higgins and Emily Welsh, blow for blow as they roll down the belly. And out for Gillian Burney, like you said, John, earlier, 40 years since she's first been competed here at the Golden Shears. And this is the 59th event. So that was a year or two ago, no doubt about that. Out comes Pauline Boulet from Canada on stand number 1. Way down the belly she goes. She's having a good shear, this girl. She's very, very capable. And top knot comes off for Emily Welsh. Jackie Paku right out of the back leg there, not far away from looking for sheep number 3 as well. Rolls over the tail, round under the hamstring, and out it goes for Jackie in the pen. And that'll be the whole field with the third sheep on the board. 6 in total. Ooh, Sarah just loses the head a wee bit. Gets it back into position. Pretty stroppy, these girls. The sheep, that is. The sheep. Pretty stroppy, the sheep. And Sarah's got it back in. Oh, no, she had it under control, but still wants to give a bit of a kick and a wriggle. So now she knows how we feel, John. But way through the long blow he goes. She goes up towards the base of the ear, still waving his feet at the crowd. She manages to get her leg over and turn almost in towards the last cheek. So that sheep, she was right up with Emily Welsh. That just shows you, ladies and gentlemen, how much time you can lose on a difficult sheep. And Sarah Higgins has certainly got a difficult sheep. Down over the last front shoulder. She paused, but Emily Welsh steps into the pen. Sarah was right there with Emily on the last sheep, and now she's the last side behind. Just all due to one kicky, difficult sheep. She's a bit ticklish, that one, that's for sure. Laura Bradley out on the board with sheep number 4. Jules Angus Burney's there. Pauline Boulet, change of hand piece, and she's in with sheep number 4 as well. Ooh. Didn't want to settle for her, but she's away down the belly. Emily Welsh into the top there. Jackie Paku turning for home on 3. Cheek comes off, down onto the last front shoulder. Up the neck goes Jules Angus Burney, so Jill's right there with Emily. Now Sarah Higgins, she'll be pleased to see the back end of that one, John.
Well, I'm pleased these girls I'm pleased I've actually retired. These are way better shearers than I ever was. Look at them go. They're doing a marvellous job here. Certainly a very powerful ewe that Sarah had to deal with there. She was just full of muscle and sinew, that sheep, and she caught it every little bit of energy right out of Sarah's body. But she's a couple of big deep breaths as she went into the pen and got the concentration levels up again, and she's away, stepping up the neck. Jackie Parker about to go in on stand number 3 for her 4th sheep. Over the shoulder comes Laura Bradley. She's the 3/4 of the sheep in front of her. Jules Angus Burney, a couple of shots in front of her, but the pacemaker looks like it's still here. Emily on stand number 2. Emily Welsh from Wairarapa. Good low scores on all these shearers as she strolls into the pen. Keeping an eye on, just has a wee glint out of the back of her head there, the eye just flitzed up the board list. I'm right out in front here, she says. I feel good. and I'm going to make the most of these last couple of sheep. Pauline Boulet, over the last leg she comes, readjusts the sheep now. They say they're big, strong ladies, these sheep, and they just taunt you as you come down that last side. Hold on to me tight, they say, or I'm going to destroy you. Out the last leg comes Sarah Higgins. Up over the top comes Laura Bradley, the youngster in the field. Stepping forward to the first off shoulder. Likewise, Jules Burney there on stand number 5. Fresh steel on for Sarah Higgins. Sheep number 5, half shorn there for Emily Welsh. Hey, down into the first off leg. She goes first off shoulder and into the long blow. Working away. Holding the sheep, tried hard in against the left leg, trying to restrict the movement as she turns onto the money side of the sheep. Over the shoulder on the last side comes Jackie Parku. Here comes Laura Bradley, sheep number 5, almost done and dusted. He's putting the pace on here. Emily Welsh is having to respond. Jules Angus Burney starting to fire up as well. Oh, it could be the youngster first in. Jackie Parku's the sheep off the pace. Sarah Higgins drops into the offside now, but it's Laura Bradley, Norm, going in hard with Emily.
Oh, certainly is Laura Bradley. Very, very talented shearer, that's for sure. Emily Welsh back out onto the board with sheep number 6 as well, but these two having a bit of a ding-dong battle. Emily Welsh, world record holder, 640 or over 640 sheep in 9 hours, lambs that is, so that is an incredible tally in anyone's book, male or female. But Laura Bradley really taking it to her. And steps Pauline Bollet from Canada on stand number 1. Shearing nicely. Back out onto the board. 6th and final sheep on the board for Pauline. And the rest of the field. Jackie Paku on 5. Just steps through and up the neck. In goes Sarah Higgins for her 6th sheep. But round the back and the head and into the front shoulder is Jules Angus Burney. But Laura Bradley got the bit between her teeth this time. Swings around through the long blow and onto the last cheek. Emily Welsh chasing hard this time. Emily was in front, but now it's Laura. She knew when to kick off. Just drop down a gear and give her the wally. Right out onto the back leg for Laura Bradley from Woodville. Emily Welsh down the last side. She falls, but Laura Bradley, if that sheep sits for her, she's going to be reaching for the button first. Another couple of shots for Laura. Over the tail, button time. Emily Welsh reaches for the time clock as well. Well done, girls. First 2 finished, and the next is going to be Jules Angus Burney. But Jules just got to keep that one under control, and you better get smoking because here comes Pauline Bollet under the front leg, and down the last side she drops. Jules Angus Burney reaches for the red button on stand number 5. Well done, Jules. Right out onto the back leg for Pauline Bollet, the Canadian. Shearing beautifully, just rolls over the tail. She's made a fantastic job of those 6 sheep, so keep one eye on her. Right out to the toe for Sarah Higgins now. Jackie Paku, 1 left in the pen for Jackie, just not far away from going to get it. Sarah Higgins reaches for the time clock. Well done, Sarah. Just had a very difficult sheep in the middle of that field. Jackie Paku changes steel, and she's going to step in for her last sheep. Sheep number 6 coming on the board for Jackie from Wairarapa, this young girl. And out she comes. Way down the belly she's going to go. Once again, a big thanks to Abraham Shearing for putting up the sponsorship and supporting this event, the women's shearing event. Just the 6 women straight through into the final. Jackie Paku turns into the first hind leg, slides down towards the backbone.
Could we have Alan Precious to the announcer's desk? Alan Precious, could you come to the announcer's desk, please?
He'll just be skiving round somewhere, you know. He's been here long enough to know he should stand below us and take instructions.
He'd probably find it a lot easier if he didn't have to go anywhere else.
Here goes Jackie. She's working down into the offside now. Quite a difficult part of the sheep now. You don't want to be hanging onto that ear too long because the sheep doesn't like it. And you just got to keep them moving around gently to the longitude with the board there. Of course, a secured machine, a long stiff arm dropper with an elbow in it and an elbow at the back of the handpiece. So you need to get all those things lined up to try and do those long shots up the long blow. And move the sheep around, as she's done nicely to line it up for the porthole on the last side. If you watch all these great open shearers and what have you, and they've done a good day's work, you'll see a little round spot no bigger than half a metre in front of the porthole where they've done most of their work on their sheep. It has been worn clean by a little bit of dust in the sheep's wool, and they just stay under that dropper for all the entire day, and you'll see that little spot just occur at the end of the day. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as Jackie Parku for Wairarapa hits the button.
Well done, girls. Just stay up on the stage, please, girls. It is an instant prize giving, so just stay up there, please.
Yeah, you haven't got time to go and get your nails on. Just hang about down this end to be quite good.
If we could get the shearing judges off the board, please. Who's standing up there chatting up those girls. There's no need for it. No, we haven't got time. Look at that bloody Aussie judge, eh? He's right at home, isn't he? Right at home and amongst all those girls. Loving it. We like to look after our visiting judges, of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when we add a few points up, we'll have a bit of a talk to Emily Welch, and she was up here shearing, as you've seen. Emily, you were a star in She Shears. Now, can you tell us a little bit how you got into the industry, and obviously you run a business with your husband, and a little bit how you got talked into doing the movie She Shears?
So I got into show shearing because my dad taught me to shear and encouraged me to go to the shows, and then I just loved them. And now me and my husband Sam are shearing contractors up in the North Waikato. We got into She Shears, well, Golden Shears first approached us, and yeah, we just thought it was a little doco, and it just grew into quite a big movie, a lot more than I expected. But it was fun and very low key because it was just Jack and a cameraman. And I think that's how they captured such a sort of relaxed vibe of all the characters.
Well, thank you very much, Emily. We'll just shoot down the board and we'll have a quick talk to young Mrs. Higgins. Rightio, Sarah. We seen you in the senior qualifying heats. You sure very well. You won the females quality prize, which was a big event for you to win, and once again we've seen you in the senior final. So once again, tell us how you got into the industry, and once again you've got your own crew based out of Marlborough. So just tell us a little bit about that, please.
Thanks, Kerry. Well, I started like most of us do, woolhandling in the sheds. Did a degree at uni and then travelled the world. It's a great industry to do things like that. And yeah, now I'm full-time shearing and I run a small crew at home. So it's really cool to see a women's event here, and hopefully it carries on and gets bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, well, thank you, Sarah. And it is a great credit to these female shearers. And ladies and gentlemen, within the last sort of 5 years, we've seen a lot of female competitors come through. And I have to say, the females, they have incredibly good quality points, and their nature on the board is nothing that a male competitor can bring. So well done to these female shearers. And please, ladies and gentlemen, give them a big hand. Rightio, Kieran, I'll let you take over and we'll do a bit of prize giving.
Thank you, Kerry. The Abraham Shearing Women's Shearing event is obviously sponsored by Abraham Shearing, and here to represent them is Kushla Abraham.
Thank you, Kieran. Obviously, my name's Kushla Abraham, and with my husband, Pairata, our 2 children, Ariana and May Marie, the support of my family and the hard work of our amazing staff, we're Abraham Shearing. I've been coming to the Golden Shears since I was a little child. My great-grandmother's name is on the open Woolhandling trophy, and my nana, Rawinia Gordon, used to rouse you on stand 1 for many years. So it makes it a great honour and a privilege to be able to stand up here and sponsor an event. I'd just like to congratulate everyone that's competed here this weekend, but a special congratulations to these women. I know how much hard work and determination it takes to get up and shear on this stand, and you guys have done amazing. It was an awesome final to watch. I would encourage everyone and anyone to get up and give it a go at the Golden Shears, and we hope to see a lot more women shearers in the future. Thank you.
The Abraham Shearing Women's Shearing event, first place, receives $160 plus an MKM vest. First place had penalty points of 35.6. Second place, 37.3. The winner of the Abraham Shearing Women's Shearing event, Emily Welsh. Congratulations, Emily. You've done so much this year to help raise the profile of shearing, but also women's shearing. So it's wonderful for all of us to see you here with the red ribbon around your shoulders. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd really like to thank Abraham Shearing for sponsoring it. It's great to have a women's event that we qualified for. Hopefully there's more and more women come to do it, because there's a lot more than when I started, and it's great to be able to have a competitive competition like this.
Second place, $80 plus an MKM vest. All the way from Canada, Pauline Belay. Third place, $140, Laura Bradley. Fourth place, $120, Sarah Higgins. Fifth place, $100, Jules Angus Burney. And it's an effort to make any final of the Golden Shears. Put your hands together for Jackie Paku. The Golden Shears thanks Abraham Shearing for their sponsorship of this event. That concludes this presentation. We'll pass you back now to the commentators.
Thanks, Kieran. And of course, once again, a huge congratulations to all the girls competing in that women's shearing. A fantastic event it is. Great to see it here at the Golden Shears. And it's great to see an event for the girls that they have to actually qualify for. There's enough female competitors around now for that to happen, so awesome stuff. Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen, once again, as they leave the stage, and this year's winner, Emily Welsh.
You got a few prizes in your time, Norm. You never looked like good picking up the ribbon.
I don't think I was supposed to, was I?
Not sure. But anyway, next up is at National Circuit. We have, sponsored by Wrightsons, each competitor to shear 3 merinos, 3 long wools and 3 second shear sheep. The final will be held this evening. So this is the last event on the card before lunch.
Okay, John, I'll just
Semi-final.
get this organised. Could we have the judges for the PGG National Circuit on the board, please? And Heat 1, could they please be ready for the commentators to get you up? Nathan Stratford, Aaron Haynes, Troy Piper, Cam Ferguson, John Kirkpatrick and David Buick. And the next semi-final will be Ethan Pankhurst, Parata Abraham, Hemi Braddock, Brett Roberts, Stacey Tahuya and Ringakaha Paiwai. I would like also the junior Woolhandling finalists for straight after lunch. Could you come to the announcer's desk to do the draw for the Junior Woolhandling, that's Sunny Tifare, Chrome Ellers, Lucas Broughton and Shyla Karaitiana. And also, if the senior Woolhandling finalists are here, could they come up as well? We have your T-shirts as well. Tyler Hira, Jeremy Goodyear, Naira Puha and Nova Kumaroa Ellers. If those 8 competitors could come and see Alan Precious, please, or Ronnie King. Okay, back to you, John. Thanks.
Okay, looks like we've got our judges on the board. Just a quick tidy up. There's a little bit of wool change going to go on in this competition. Of course, we have the 3 types of wool. We have the Alan Patterson Merinos. We have the White Spur Long Wools and the Ngātahuna Second Shear. So there's a bit of variation, a lot of work for the wool handlers, a lot of work for the shearers. We've got 4 or 5 of them down there, have we? We've got 1 more to come. Who's missing? Well, we got 6. We're good to go. Okay, can we welcome our shearers up onto the board, please? Whatever. The shearer on stand number 6 is David Buick, ladies and gentlemen. John Kirkpatrick on